What's going on, everyone? Back with another video. Thanks for being here today. Today's video is going to be centered around self-sabotage slash self-destruction, um, and how we can prevent that, and some things that just some thoughts I've had, and just regarding this topic. So let's just jump right into it. Well, first let's talk about the Minecraft world. Still in the creative world. I still have the beta world. I know a lot of people came from the videos from the beta world, but um, yeah, I switched over to this creative world. Not switched over, but I'm kind of taking a break from the beta world and kind of just playing on this creative world, which I'm handcrafting with World Edit. Um, yeah, all this is just made in game, not from like an external tool. So yeah, if you watch the previous videos, you can kind of see a demonstration for each technique for making each for mountains, rivers, pathways, which we can get over there in a little bit. But I kind of wanted to start over here with this new area I made. It's not done yet. There's not grass everywhere, but it's kind of a waterfall with this lake that kind of adds into the river. And there's really nothing up here yet. But yeah, so let's get into the video. I'm not going to fly around. I'll just kind of walk, kind of make it cinematic. But yeah, live to fight another day. So what does this mean? What does this concept entail? So I think more more often than not, we're just gonna live most days are gonna be boring and nothing's gonna happen exciting. And you might think, wow, like that could be good and bad. Like good as in like you don't gotta worry about stuff, and then bad it's like, well, if I'm bored, then what do I do? But I think for most of us it can actually be very, very bad. I think we seek so much stuff to make ourselves not bored. I think our brains have become so adapted to wanting more entertainment and stimulation. And I think it just became so bad. Like, for example, a lot of people, when they're bored, a big one is eating food when they're bored. And this obviously can lead to weight gain. And then weight gain can lead to chronic disease. Um, and I'm not just saying it to be dramatic, like weight gain and chronic disease, but it's literally true. Like in today's age, like you're sitting there, you're bored, like, and you don't know what to do. The first thing most people do is just go to the kitchen and get chips or something and eat that. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect person. I'm guilty of this sometimes, but I've become more conscious of it not recently, like probably years ago, honestly. But um, the fact of the matter is, like, we gotta live days. We just gotta live to fight another day. As in, like, even if nothing crazy's going on, you just gotta get through the day without harming yourself. Even if you don't accomplish anything, don't make it worse for yourself. Or even if you do accomplish, let's just like get what you have to do for the day done, but like it really wasn't that enjoyable. It's like try to just make it out of that day without causing harm to yourself. And even if you don't go to the gym or you don't necessarily eat a healthy meal, but you're like still in your calories and still like aren't overeating, like, don't binge eat, don't do stuff like that. Or I don't know. It's like people just self destruct when they get bored, in my opinion. Like, you just got to find a way to just make it to the next day without um, causing more harm for that day. Um, that you need, that if you can avoid it. Easier said than done, as all things, but I think it's just a crucial concept to at least be aware of. I I don't know. I kind of use it in my life a lot. Like, you know, if you think you're gonna have a day where you're just gonna do something stupid, it's like do anything in your power just to not do that. You know, I just think that's such a powerful quote. Live to fight another day. Like, you know, turn back, take the loss for the day, as in the loss in this, what we're talking about today is like, be bored that day. Sit there, sit in the boredom, but don't self destruct and cause more harm to yourself than needs be. Um, such a crucial concept, such an important concept to understand. But I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of more examples of things like this. Okay, here's another one. Um, let's say it's the weekend, and this is more geared towards like the older adults. If you're of drinking age, um, you know, if you're gonna go out and drink it that weekend or something like that, like it's gonna affect the next week very drastically. Because if you go out and get all messed up and drunk and do all that stuff, like yeah, it's fun, but it's like you could have just stayed home. You could have been bored, not done anything, but like at least the next week you're gonna have a chance to be productive. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, like how big of an impact that alcohol can have on um, overall well-being. Just for I mean the day's impact. The older you get, the more days it takes to recover. It's like you kind of got to pick and choose your battles with it. I'm not saying like don't drink and don't have fun. Like if you could handle it and you're responsible, like by all means, like I drink and I mean I'm drinking age. Obviously, I'm not promoting that kind of stuff, but like if you're responsible and can do it, I like that. Whoops. If you're like responsible and can handle it, like I don't see an issue with it. But like sometimes you just gotta like grow up and be like, this isn't gonna serve me this week. I have a lot of responsibility to do. It's like, just live to fight another day. Find a way to avoid it, and even if it causes you to be bored or this or that, um, you know, it is what it is. But oh yeah, this building. I built this today. It's supposed to be like a tavern slash pub sort of area. Oh, so we got the upstairs with like the little bar, got the little keg for, for beer, and come down here, got the beds. Someone could sleep down. I should have made rooms, but I don't know. Whatever. Then we got a little house here. They got a little farm going on there, and then we got a church. Pretty barren over here though, not complete, obviously. And we got these guys. Um, yeah, so yeah, I think we just gotta find sit and boredom. Um, that's like the key. I think that's the key takeaway from this video. Like sometimes you're just gonna be bored, and you just gotta accept that. And you can't look at being bored as a lack of something to do. Just consider it an opportunity to like just keep yourself out of harm's way that day. Honestly, in the world we live in now, there's so many things that can just get you and cause harm to yourself. But I think we just gotta use boredom as a chance to regroup, rekindle, rest, and you know keep going on. And I think we all look in our minds just to each day to be some exciting thing. It's just not just that's not the case. Like you're gonna have bored days. That's just the reality of it. But I think if you can look at it in a different angle and realize, wow, these days are important and I need them not to self destruct. I think that'd be a kind of a way to fight off that boredom and just consider it a blessing that that day you really don't have anything to do. But also keep in mind the things that can your mind can overtake you sometimes and cause you to make bad decisions when you're bored. So yeah, that's the message for the day. Kind of off the I feel like the drinking one was kind of an off the top example. But I think it's important, especially when you're getting up into the college ages. um, just I think I use that example a lot on this channel just because like I've never had an issue with it, but I have seen so many people in my life get affected by alcohol and like bad decisions and just stuff like that, just because they have like people get trapped in the um just get trapped in that world of like oh, there's nothing else to do, so let's just go drink. um, I think I've just seen it so many times in my life that people getting trapped in that lifestyle, and it's just very, very bad. You do not want to go down that road. But it's a good, it's kind of a random example, but such a strong example because it's such a big part of all, at least in America. And I know a lot of, obviously, a lot of other countries, like alcohol is a big part of the culture. But like I said, if you're responsible and can handle it, by all means. But if if you think you're gonna have an issue with it, just completely avoid it at the same time. But if you had to pick between the two, just avoid it altogether. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you should do it, but yeah, if you had to pick, you know, don't do it in the first place. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Appreciate all the support, all the comments, all the likes. I know I say it every video and talk about it, but a Discord is on the way. I really want to talk to people and get in there. I don't know how many people will actually join, but yeah, it'd be cool to meet some of you guys. So yeah, appreciate you all and have a great day.